stayed up that whole
9 times out of 10, it's just a little kid trying to have some fun. Or not, when they're not. Yeah! What's good, YouTube? I'm still a little down from that last video. This part 2 of that video. So, y'all know what I'm talking about. But if you ain't, just go check out the last video. It'll make a lot more sense. I left y'all some knowledge at the end of that video. So, watch it all the way through. So, man, this part 3 is about Mr. Nightmares. It's the same pool, disturbing pool party stories. Okay, that being said, let's get into it. The link to this video is going to be in the description down below. If you're looking for it, so there you go.
10 seconds later.
When I bought my first house, I had a pool party on a Friday.
When I got my first crib, I made a party. For what? You gonna crash your house? Hey, that's actually fine. He said, you know what? Fuck that. My first night in this house on this pool party, man, we finna crash this motherfucker. Hey.
It was supposed to be my housewarming party. I had a few of my closest friends over. Everyone drank a bunch, and a few hours later, people were on their way out. A couple friends were a little too drunk for me to allow them to drive home, so I offered them spots on the couches to sleep. I'll call those two friends Rob and Dan for the brief mentions they'll get in the story. By the time I went upstairs to brush my teeth and get ready for bed, I thought both Rob and Dan had already passed out on the couches downstairs. When I got into my room...
Hey, put your guess in the comments down below. I think Rob and Dan finna rob this nigga. See, it's in his name, Rob. That shit was corny, my fault.
To change into my pajamas, I heard a splash in the pool in my backyard.
Huh?
I actually muttered to myself, what the hell are they doing? I went to the window to look out to the pool, and in the pool was one of them just standing in there. I was pissed because I knew there were no more towels outside, and now they'd have to bring their drunk asses in dripping all over my carpets downstairs.
Stupid!
I opened the window and called out to whichever of them it was to get the hell out of the pool. Then, they turned their head to look up at my window.
Huh?
I had to squint my eyes because I couldn't tell if it was Rob or Dan. Whichever it was wearing a black shirt in the pool.
It wasn't neither one of them niggas, bro. You know what time it is. It's time to get the cannon!
Let's give it everything we've got! It's
Cannon!
time!
I couldn't remember who was wearing what from earlier, to be honest. But whoever it was, they just had a staring contest with me. Like, for over 10 seconds, whoever it was just looked
That nigga stared at you like, nigga, are you stupid?
up at my window at me. I had grown impatient with them, so I went downstairs with my shoes on. But I froze at the bottom step when I saw both Rob and Dan fast asleep on either couches in my living room. My next course of action was running to the kitchen to grab the biggest kitchen knife from my knife holder and running outside.
Yes! 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 Yes!
I turned the backyard light on before I went out so I could see. The pool was now empty. I walked to the edge of the deck to the pool and stopped.
No! Fuck! Shit!
I looked into the pool, making sure no one was hiding at the bottom. Then I looked out to the further depths of my backyard, by the trees and bushes.
That nigga said, hold on.
In one of my trees, I was 90% sure I saw someone sitting on one of the thicker, lower branches. Even with the knife in my hand, I was still way too scared to go out there and confront the situation. I went back in my
That's why you get the cannon!
house, locked the door, and shut the blind on the door. I sat in the living room on the ottoman, feeling slight comfort being next to both Rob and Dan, even though they were asleep. I sat there just thinking and shaking when I heard this. A tapping at the sliding door to the backyard.
Bruh, wake them niggas up. And like I was finna say, cause this gonna be a little minute. That nigga said, I'm not trapped in here with you. You trapped in here with me. Tight shit. But bro, wake them niggas up. I'll be like, hey bro. Hey, somebody knocking at the door, bro. I'm like, get it. Nah, nigga, wake your ass up. We doing this together. We on my couch, remember?
woke up Rob and Dan now, asking the two to check the yard with me. They came to the door, took one peek outside, and when they didn't see anything, they said ignore it and go back to sleep. It was the worst reaction I could have expected from them. Someone I didn't know was out there playing some kind of fucked up game with me, and it was honestly terrifying me. I stayed up that whole night.
9 times out of 10, it's just a little kid trying to have some fun. Or not, when
Stupid.
When I say a little kid, I mean like a teenager, probably like between 15 to 17.
What did you say, nigga?
Night, checking my window every few minutes just to make sure no one was in my pool. I didn't actually go to sleep until the sun started coming up. By the time I woke up, my friends were already gone. I texted each of my friends who came over to confirm they weren't out there messing with me or whatever. I then went to the backyard to do some detective work. I didn't find much, but I did find a mini stepping ladder planted right in front of the tree that I was so sure I saw someone sitting in last night. I grabbed the ladder and went to go put it back in the shed. However, I stopped when I saw someone looking out the small window of the shed.
Oh, damn.
It was someone I didn't know. I dropped the ladder and ran to my house to call the cops. I stood by my kitchen window watching the shed the whole time I was on the phone with the police. And at one point the door to the shed opened, and some tall, creepish looking dude with messy, medium-length black hair and a black t-shirt and cargo pants stepped out and walked to the gate. I gave the exact description on the phone, as well as to the cop who came to my door. I told the cop the whole story, but in the end, there wasn't much he could do other than write down the description of the guy. He suggested I install some security cameras and went on his way. And a week later, I already had a camera system installed.
I mean, that wasn't too bad. Booty. Anyway. Well, so that's the video for y'all. That was a little short one, but we had to, we just had to finish that one off. You feel me? If you ain't welcome nowhere else, you welcome here. That being said, y'all should army, join the motherfucking army. If you're not, man, we be having fun over here. No bullshit, we having fun. And if somebody say we don't, come on now. Come on now, why would you gotta fly out your teeth like that? With that being said, let me chill. I'm out.